Yo, dogs, what's happening? TJ from the shop, Vancouver. So, if you can't tell, I'm very excited about our new Western shirts. So a little bit of a backstory. Last year we started working with Y2 and immediately we brought in the SS13, which is the steer hide Western shirt. I have one, I just don't have it on, I probably should. I'm not very good at this. But so we brought that in and right away I knew I wanted to do a collaboration piece with them and we started talking about doing the Western shirt in a horsehide. Y2 had never done the Western shirt in a horsehide yet and they were worried that the horse might be just a little too heavy to wear as like as a shirt or like what is it, a shacket, a shirt jacket, because that's kind of what these are. They're a shirt but they're like an overshirt jacket, whatever you want to call it. So the shacket. And we started talking about options for using a horsehide in the Western shirt, and we settled on using what is their vintage lightweight horse or the pony. They kind of label it a few different ways. Basically, it's a stripped down version of the leather that they use on the HR55, which is just a little bit lighter. And this thing is incredible. I wore this all last winter. I wore it most of the summer. I love this jacket. It's just performed in every environment we put it in. And so after the initial first piece, we started talking about moving forward and making something out of the Indigo horsehide, and a customer had come to me and said, I want it in the green Eco horse. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, that Eco horse is 2 millimeters thick. If you guys haven't touched the Eco horse before, it's so heavy. It's practically twice as heavy as this one. And we started talking about it and I was just like, you know what? Let's make it happen. Let's see what we can do. And normally I wouldn't offer 2 new colors as a new option, but we wanted to make this happen. And so we're doing the new ones in, like I say, the green Eco horse or the olive, and then also the Indigo dyed horse, which, as you guys know, or possibly have read, or I've said, the Indigo dyeing process on horse isn't simple, so it's not something a lot of people do. There's a lot of blue leathers out there, but not a lot of Indigo dyed leathers. So sizing is, these are typical Japanese sizing. I go up 1. Typically I'm a medium, I'm 6 foot, just shy of 6'1", range anywhere from 185 to 190 pounds, have been as heavy as 195, have been as skinny as 174. But typically I wear a medium in t-shirts and a large in Japanese, or medium in North American t-shirts, large in Japanese. For example, the IHSH, like the Western shirts, I'm always a large. In DN or just our shop tees, I'm a medium. Anyway, so for these, I size up to a size 42. Most North American jackets, like a Shot 613, I wear a size 40. So with these guys, like I say, we typically size up 1. Sizing is great. I don't know which one to put on. Let's put the green one on. This one has been a bit of a showstopper so far. But actually the green ones fit just a little bit bigger, a little bit more open than these two. But after a bit of wear, they both feel it. They all 3 feel the same. But okay, so pre-order. So all 3 of these are available for pre-order right now. There's a deposit, and then the remainder is due at the time of delivery, once they're completed. The reason we do a pre-order is because over the next, 5-6 months before I get them in, chances are they will sell out because that's what happens with all of this stuff. So putting in a pre-order basically locks your size in. And also because we have such a limited amount of store stock, it also gives the option to size up when they arrive, in the event that you don't order the right piece. For example, We go through all the measurements, we do everything. You're typically a medium. You're like, look, I'm gonna order a size 42. I send that out to you. You're like, man, it's too small. I'm not gonna leave you holding the buck. I'm gonna bring in a 44 for you as well. Because I don't wanna leave you holding the buck being like, I ordered the wrong thing, and me just being like, fuck you, that's your problem. We wanna make sure that we get you the right piece. Fortunately, most of the pieces that we have pre-ordered for people fit. People are stoked on them, and that's great. The extra stock that we get is usually just what opens up from the extras that don't get claimed from the pre-order. So if you want to ensure that you have one of these, or one of these, or one of these come spring, just put your pre-order in. We've got about another week, and then we'll order you the size you order as well as the size up, just to make sure. There's a good chance we'll have the size down, but we will for sure have the size up for you. And once you confirm that, then this one will become available to the general public that didn't pre-order. And if you confirm that this one's too small, ship it back to us, and we'll deal with it all, and we'll ship this one back to you so you get the right size. Never want to leave you holding the buck. I know that sucks if you pre-order and it doesn't fit. I know that there's some fear of ordering something that's not going to fit, so we try to take as much of that risk out as possible and just make it dope. Again, this is the Eco horse in the olive green. It's a 2mm thick horse, and it really is just a magical piece. I'm super in love with it. Jared killed it on this one. I really wasn't sure if this was gonna work, and it does. And then this is the Indigo. The Indigo seems to have a little bit more of a, after they cut it, it kind of shrinks a little bit more. So it's got that snug fit, but it is really supple. It's really nice. These ones that showed up, like our first little batch of samples showed up really dark. Like this one is crazy dark. I think on this one, there might only be a 40 and a 46 available left in immediate stock. The rest of them are all gone in our sample order. And then there's also these ones. There's a couple left in these still for immediate. I made a couple more of these again because I just really wasn't sure if this was gonna work as a shirt. I thought it might be too heavy, but it's so great. So we're almost out of these for immediate. These ones I still have a couple, but that's the Indigo. Again, amazing fit. I love these. Once they break in, they're magic. So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to DM me, send me a message, ask me as many questions as you want. I can send you photos, can try to do measurements, whatever you need to know. I would really be stoked to make as many of these as we can for you guys. We send everywhere, and let's just make it happen. Really excited about these. Have to thank Y2 for giving us the opportunity to make these with them. Like I say, having never offered this in horsehide, and for us to be the first ones to really try it and do stuff like this, it's exciting. Again, it's just seeing something come to life is pretty magical. Anyway, green is on for pre-order, or olive. The Indigo is available for pre-order. Also the SK13, which is our vintage lightweight horse. All amazing, all incredible. Even I think our SS13s, those are almost all gone. So if you don't see the size that you want, just message me. We can get those ordered for you. I think we got about another week. Thanks for listening to me ramble and rant. I'm really tired. It's been a long weekend. But I appreciate you. Stay sexy, have fun,